The resistance of a coil of wire is 1 kilo ohm at 20 degrees Celsius. So 1 kilo ohm at temperature 1 at 20 degrees Celsius. Then it falls to 880 ohms at what temperature? Okay? Given na ang temperature coefficient ko at 20 degrees Celsius is 0.006 per degree Celsius. Okay, so parehas na 20 at 20 yon. So pwede natin gamitin si formula number 1. That is 1 plus alpha T1 delta T. Okay, direct substitution. 880 divided by 1K is equal to 1 plus 0.006 times T2 minus 20. Shift solve nyo na lang. Ang T2 natin dyan would become 800 over 1,000 is equal to 1 plus 0.006 times x plus 20. Minus 20 pala. Shift solve, 0. So, negative 13.33. Tama ba? 0.006. So, wala. 880 pala dapat. Shift solve, 0. Ayun, lumabas. 0 degrees Celsius. And that would be your answer. Okay, paki-screenshot. Number 37. The resistor of a 12 ohm is connected in series with combination of 15 and 20. When voltage of 120 is applied, the whole circuit, total current lang hinahanap. So, kunin mo lang si R total. Then, divide mo siya sa voltage. So, R total natin is 12 plus 15 parallel 20. Ilan yan? 12 plus 15 parallel kay 20. And that is 20.57 ohms. Then, kunin mo na si I total. That is V total over R total. So, that is 120 divided by answer. And that is 5.83 ohms. So, that would be your answer. Okay, paki-screenshot. The temperature coefficient of resistance of a conductor blank with rise in temperature. So, balikan mo lang yung formula. Temperature of coefficient plus T. So, pag tumaas daw itong temperature na to, anong mangyayari dito kay temperature coefficient? Liliit siya. Okay? So, magkakaroon ng decrease. That is your answer. Basta lumalaki yung temperature natin na ito, itong temperature na to, pag tumaas yan, bababa yung ating temperature coefficient. Okay, 39 tayo. 1 kilowatt hour, so binigay ko na kanina. 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3413 BTU, 860 kcal, and 36 kilojoule. So that is your answer. Okay, number 40. Two heater A and B are in parallel across supply voltage V. Heater A produces 500 kcal in 200 minutes and B produces 100 kcal in 100 minutes. The resistance of A is 10 ohms. What is the resistance of B? Okay? So, dalawang heater na nakaparallel. So, kunin natin si power muna ni A using heat and time. Formula na gagamitin, P is equal to Q over T. Sige, kunin muna natin mag-given. Ang QA ko is 500 kcal. And ang TA ko is 200 minutes. QB ko is 1,000 kcal. And ang time B ko is 100 minutes. Ang resistance ni A is 10 ohms. Ano daw yung resistance ni B? Parallel sila. They are in parallel, kaya yung VA ko parehas kay VB. Okay? So, kunin muna natin si PA, power ni A, at saka power ni B. Yan yung first step para makuha natin si PA naman. Okay? So, PA is equal to Q over T. But take note, dapat naka-joules per second. So, convert mo lang yan. We have 4.186 joules per calorie divided by 200 minutes. Convert mo yan into seconds. So, times 60 seconds per minute. Okay, ilan yung power natin dito? That is 500 kcal times 4.186 divided by 200 times 60. And that is 174.42 watts. Ang rin kay B. PB now is equal to 1,000 kcal times 4.186 joules per calorie divided by 100 minutes times 60 seconds per minute. So, 1,000 times 4.186 divided by 100 times 60. And that is 100 times 60. Kcal pa rin. Times 10 raised to 3. Okay? And this is 697.67 watts. The next step, kunin natin si VA. Using formula ng power, VA squared over RA. V over R pa lang. Okay, so makukuha na natin ngayon si R. Ang R natin, RA, VA pala, kasi given siya. VA now is equal to square root of PA RA. Well, kahit i-shift solve nyo na lang. Shift solve na natin para... So, ang PA natin is 1742. VA squared over RA natin, ilan? 10 ohms. So, VA now is equal to 1742 times 10, then square root of answer. Pwede nyo i-shift solve yan. That is 41.76 to volts. So, parehas lang si VA at si VB. Then, last step, pwede mo nang kunin si RB. Same formula lang din ang gagamitin, magkakaiba lang ng P. So, ang P natin is 697.67 is equal to 41.762 squared divided by VB. RB pala. Therefore, ang RB natin is equal to 697. Answer squared divided by 697.67. That is 2.5 ohms. And that would be your answer. That is letter D. Okay? Screenshot, part 1. Once again. Yan, part 1. Then, part 2. Okay? Next item tayo. 41. Copper of certain length and resistance is drawn out to 4 times its length without change in volume. Okay? Pag without change in volume, gamitin mo yung formula ng length lang. Okay? Ano yung formula natin? R2 over R1 is equal to L2 over L1 squared. Yan lang yung gagamitin natin. Given na yung L2 ko is for L1. Direct substitution, R2 now over R1 is equal to 4L1 over L1 squared. Therefore, R2 now is 16R1. So that would be your answer. Pag area or diameter naman, di gamitin mo lang din yung formula natin. Okay, that is D1 over D2 squared. Raised to the 4th pala. Okay, 42 tayo. A coil of copper has 6 ohms at 74 degrees Celsius. What will be its resistance at 14 degrees Celsius? Okay, ito hindi mo masusolve kung hindi mo alam yung specific heat ng copper. Pag-take note na lang ng specific heat ng copper at or specific heat tuloy. Pag hindi mo alam yung temperature coefficient at 0 degrees Celsius for copper, that is 1 over 234.5 degrees Celsius. So, yan yung constant na temperature coefficient at 0 degrees Celsius. Take note for copper. Okay? So, hanapin daw yung resistance using yan. So, first step, kunin natin si T. Ang T natin would become 1 over 234.5 is equal to 1 over T plus 0. Therefore, ang T natin is 234.5 degrees Celsius. Then, gamitin mo na si equation number 2. And that is, makukuha mo na si R2. Okay? R2 na over R1 natin, 6.46 is equal to 234.5 plus T2 natin na 14 over 234.5, T1 natin, 74. So, R2 now is equal to, so, 234.5 plus 14 over 234.5 plus 74 times 6.46. That is 5.2 ohms. That will be your answer. Okay, paki-screenshot. 43. When a number of resistance are connected in parallel, the total resistance is always greater or is always less than the smaller resistance. Yan. O, yan palagi yung total resistance na makukuha mo. Basta parallel. Pero pag series naman, always greater than the greatest resistance. Okay? Before tayo. The specific heat of water. So, specific heat ng water is 1 calorie gram degrees Kelvin. Given, ang power is 400 watts. Ang mass is 1 kilogram. Ang change in temperature is 30 minus 10, or that is 20 degrees Kelvin. Kasi change in temperature yan, parehas palagi sa Celsius at si Kelvin. Okay? Hanapin daw natin yung time. So, gagamit lang tayo ng time. The power is equal to Q over T, but si Q is MC delta T over T. Take note, dapat naka-joules yan. So, hindi calories yung gagamitin natin. Another specific heat ng water, that is 4.186 kilojoule kilogram degrees Kelvin. Okay? So, direct substitution na lang. 400 watts is equal to mass natin, 1 kilogram times 4.186 kilojoule kilogram degrees Kelvin times change in temperature na 20 degrees Kelvin over time na hinahanap. Okay, shift solve. Okay na yung units natin dyan. 4.186, take note, kilojoules yan, times 20 divided by 400. And that is 209.3. Take note, in seconds pa lang yan, or in minutes, that would become 3.49 minutes. And that would be your answer. Okay? Number 45, paki-screenshot. Then 45 tayo. The minimum requirement for causing flow of current, minimum. Alin ba yung pwedeng dumalo yung kuryente? Minimum lang is voltage source and a conductor. Okay, yan na yung pinaka-minimum. May dadaloy na kuryente dyan. Okay, 46. The length of a copper of telephone line is... wala pala. A length of copper of telephone line has a resistance of 34 ohms at temperature na 27 degrees Celsius. Then, hanapin ko daw si R2 given ng temperature 2 ko is 39 degrees Celsius. Okay, copper wire ulit yan. Tandaan, at 0 degrees Celsius ng copper wire, 234.5. Okay? So, kunin mo lang si T. Nakuha na natin yung T kanina. Ang T natin dyan is 234.5 degrees Celsius. Okay? Then, kunin na natin si R2. R2 over 34 is equal to 234.5 plus 39 over 234.5 plus 27. R2 now is equal to 234.5 plus 39, 234.5 plus 27 times 34 equals 35.56 ohms. That would be your answer. Okay? 47. An electric water heater has a rating of 1 kilowatts. So, power natin, 1 kilowatts. Voltage, 230 volts. Length, 10 meters. Resistivity, 1.724 times 10 raised to negative 6 centimeter in the circular mill. Hanapin daw natin yung diameter in meters. Okay, first step, kunin natin yung resistance using power and voltage. So, P is equal to V squared over R. So, 1 kilowatt is equal to 230 squared over R. Ang R natin ngayon would become 230 squared over 1,000 is equal now to 52.9 ohms. Then, kunin natin si area. So, 52.9 ohms using R plan na to. 1.724 times 10 raised to negative 6 ohms centimeter. Naka-centimeter yan, convert mo kay meter. 1 meter is 100 centimeter. Times yung length natin na 10 meters. Over area. Area natin na, or kahit diameter na, kunin na natin kasi diameter yung required. So, si diameter na lang kunin natin. Pi over 4 d squared. So, d natin now, in terms of meter pa lang yan, would become 1.724. Pwede mong shift solve to. Or pwede mong ayusin. Kahit ano, kung saan kayo nadadalian. Pi over 4 times 52.9 square root of answer. That is 6.44 times 10 raised to negative 5 meter. Convert mo lang si meter into inches and si inches into meter. Okay? So, 3.28 feet per meter times we have 12 inch per feet times 1,000 mils per inches. So, diameter now is equal to times 3.28 times 12 times 1,000. That is 2.535 or 54 mils. So, that would be your answer. Okay? Okay, screenshot. Then, 48 tayo. The total current drawn by a circuit consisting 3 resistors is 12 amperes. Parallel lang ulit sila. First resistor, so lagay na lang natin. Okay. So, ang total natin dito, 12 amperes. First resistor, mayroon kang 12 volts dito. Second resistor, 3 ohms. Third resistor, 24 watts. Okay? Hanapin ko daw si first at saka third resistance. Una natin gagawin, kunin natin si I2 at saka si I3. Tama? This is I1, I2, I1 at saka I3. Using yung mga I na yan, makukuha na natin yung resistance natin. Okay? So, I1 natin now, I2 is equal to 12 volts divided by 3. And that is 4 amps. I3 natin is 24 watts divided by 12 volts. 2 amps. Then, makukuha mo na rin si I1. I1 is 12 amperes minus 4 plus 2. This will become 6 amperes. Then, makukuha mo na ngayon si R1 and R3. So, R1 natin ngayon is V1, or that is 12 volts divided by I1, 6 amperes, that is 2 ohms. And R3 is 12 volts divided by 2 amperes, that is 6 ohms. So, that would be your answer. And that is letter A. Okay? Binanggit na una si first, kaya 2 dapat yung nauna. And that would be your answer. Okay, last 2. 49. Conductivity. So, ang unit ng conductivity is Siemens per meter. And ang Siemens natin, equal lang yan kay 1/ohm per meter. Or that is simply 1/ohm meter. And that is letter A. Ayan yung pinaka-tamang sagot. Ang last item, a 120 volt power line is protected by a 50 ampere fuse. Okay, mayroon kang watt, bumbilya. So, kunin mo lang yung ampere rating ng bulb mo. That is 500 watts divided by 120 volts. So, 500 divided by 120. That is 4.17 amperes. Then, may 15 ampere fuse ka, so kunin mo lang kung ilan yung kakasya dyan nang hindi lalagpas. 4.17 amperes, so how many bulbs? 15 divided by answer, we have 3.6 bulbs. So kung kayo ang papapiliin pag designing, ano yung pipiliin natin? Ang maximum number lang dyan ay 3 bulbs. Kasi pag nag-4 ka, hindi sasabog na yung fuse mo. Or masisira na. Okay? So, sagot, letter C. Okay? So, tapos na tayo. Any questions? Okay, kung may tanong kayo, huwag po kayo mahihiyang mag-PM or message sa amin or sa akin for this lecture ng quiz nyo. Okay? So, good day, engineers, and